Jewelry, and today I'm going to show you how to put the rest of this necklace together. So I've cut a piece out for the back and I'm just going to bezel set it. I've got one piece of gold left. Well, I have a few pieces of gold left, but the only one like this, because this has a little bit of solder inside of it so that I don't have to use solder. So it's like just a tube of gold that's really thick, and then there's just a tiny string of solder that goes through it, because it takes like a little tiny fleck of solder, to make it go together. So we're going to be setting this diamond today, and I'm going to set it in fine silver and gold. I'm going to make sure these edges are straight, and then I'll round them off with my file. I wish I had one of those. There is like block things. It holds it. It holds the metal to where you know that it has a perfectly straight edge. So it clamps it, and then you file it down. Sometimes I'll use my pliers for that. So just as long as it looks as even as you can make it. Yes. Is that northwest winds or something?
Mommy, I'm still singling. Mom. Mommy.
Yes, ma'am. Cool. Let me see if I can't round these edges just a little. So the stamp is going to be on it. Jana, please be a good girl. You are such a good girl. You know that?
No, not.
Yes, you are.
Let's go back upstairs again. Who wants you? I want to go back up. I want me.
I'll finish filing these edges after we get the stone set. So I'm just going to solder this.
What?
Vanilla. I'm just going to solder this on to the back.
Mommy.
What, Jana?
My
And in order to do that, we have to have a soldering gun. Tooth fairy. Yes, ma'am. Whoops. Okay. I've got silver everywhere. My table looks chaotic today. So I probably have to lift my camera up some. Now, if I put this silver bezel on here, then I have to file it down quite a bit. So I might just could use that. I don't know. All right. So this is a soldering plate. And what I'm going to do is just solder these two pieces together. Now, it won't be perfect because it is handmade, but it's perfect enough. But you can tell that it's handmade, and that's what I really like about jewelry like this. Because, someone's actually made it, and I don't know about you, but I put a lot into my jewelry making. I'll clean the edges up after I get this on here. So the fine silver stamp and gold stamp will go on here. So it's 14 karat gold bezel is what it's going to be on it. I like working with 14 karat gold because it's not as soft as 24. 24 karat gold is so soft that you can bite it and leave a tooth mark in it. You know, it's like pure gold is anyways. But I don't mind working with either one. Okay. If my torch won't work, then I'll have to get a different one. John, where is that mason jar with my bullets in it? You grab it, I can't reach it. So this is borax. And mostly what it does is make the silver flow, or the solder. It will make the solder flow and protect the silver as well when from the heat. It'll protect the silver from turning black. So I'm going to move my camera back some because I do not want it to get too hot. So I'm going to use some solder, some easy solder. If I can find the right bag. There it is.
Hey, are those Daddy's?
What's
Are
in
those Daddy's pants?
Yes, it's wash day. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do a live and sit down and let you guys look at some of my treasures. Because I need to go through some of my opals. I just like looking at them. See, I'm going to open my stream over here so I can see the chat. So I'm going to use some easy solder. I usually use hard solder, but I'm only doing one, maybe two solders on here, so I don't need more than that. So let's start on a corner here. Oops. These pliers are wonky. 1, 2. Fudge. There goes one. I gotta get a new soldering pick, because mine has had it. I go through soldering picks like crazy. Now I'm gonna put the solder on with my oil before I start heating it up. Uh-oh. Okay. That looks pretty even to me. So I'm just going to get the tip of my all wet. And bring this over here. So I want it to be right up on the edge of this. And I'll put another one on the bottom. I'm just going to apply heat around the middle to heat the block up underneath it. And then I'll start heating the middle. It should be fine. It'll flow. If I run out of glue, I may have to switch torches. Oh man. See it going around underneath there. And then I'll just go and shock this. Usually I use copper tongs, but today I'm just going to use my pliers. So I'm going to shock it and then I'll be right back and I'll clean it. So I'm just going to file this down and then we'll put it in the pickle pot. Well, because I had to heat it up. So I'm going to move this over here just until I get this positioned to where I need it to be, as round as the diamond itself. But first I have to, I'm going to take my file, if I can find it. What did I do with it? There it goes. I'm going to take my file and file the end of this as flat as I can make it. Right. I may need to make this just a hair deeper. If I make it deeper, then it will flush set. If it's not, oh. Well, I'll be damned. Okay, well, I guess it wants to stay in there. So I'm just going to take this piece of wood and squash it down in there. I'm going to go clean it. It won't hurt the diamond because it is a diamond. I also want to pull these edges down. So I will use I'm not going to solder this. I think this one is soldered. Okay. So I just cut these two ends flush. And then I'm going to push them together. Turn it sideways. And then I will put it through here. But I want to clean it first before I close it. I could probably heat this with this on here. Because it is a diamond. She could open the back up. It decided it wanted to go in there right then, so well, I guess it could stay. Alrighty then. So I'm gonna run and clean this. So this has to go on this necklace. It's a sterling silver necklace, and this one is 925 box chain or snake chain, and that's all that I have for it. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go clean it. Can you reach that little pickle right there? That jar right there. See that jar? Yeah. I can't reach it.
Where's the tape to?
So I have it. It's a real pickle solution. It's not like pickle as in dill pickles. It's pickle as in it's like a acid, mild acid that cleans the metal from fire scale. It gets the fire scale off. So I'm going to put this on. It looks like it doesn't look very nice right now, but it will once I get all the edges smoothed out. So I'm going to put this on. And this is 14 karat gold. I have to make sure there's no lines. I'm just going to put some pickle on this jump ring. There it is. The line was so small I couldn't see where that is. So what I'm going to do is just flip this over. This is a diamond, so the heat will not hurt it. And I'm focusing all of this heat. On this jump ring. And I ran out of fluid. I'm going to go put this in the water real quick and I'll be right back. Now this went together, but there's still a line there. You can either file it down so that it's seamless, or you could just leave it like it is, you know. So what I'm going to do is polish it real quick. If I can find my polishing thingy. This piece of kunzite is crazy cool. I gotta show it to you. I just found it while I was looking. It turns pink like in certain angles. It's pretty cool. It's like a pink white kunzite. And then it turns like into a deep purple. I can't remember which angle. I think right there is a light window for it. It turns into like a purple. It's a real pretty purple. Like if you cut it, you have to cut it like that. Because there's a color in that one. Anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, my thingy. Let's see here. Radio disc. And put my solder ups and clean my work area so that I can see where my stuff is. John, do you know where the gray radio disc is? It's like a gray radio disc that I polish my stuff with. It's like, you know what I polish my stuff with, right? That the gray thing, brush thing. Yeah, it was up here, and now I don't know what happened to it. Can you help me? I had one out here though.
Maybe in that jar at Walmart. It could be on here. Gray one too.
Yeah. It's like a gray polishing disc. Here's one, but it's. Do you know where the bag of them is? Oh, thank you. I have this on it later.
I don't know what
Have anywhere else to put it. I am out of. If you find one, tell me. I'm so sorry, guys. I gotta go through my junk drawer here. Could there be one over there somewhere? Here's a cutting disc. Stones. Rocker, bezel rocker. There's my hammer.
Right one.
Yes, thank you. That's a new one. Newish one. I gotta get some of these things. Okay, so I dropped my Vevor thingy and now this thing is crooked. Oh man. Where? Here's this thing. What, honey?
Here, these were sitting on the mini fridge on medical cards.
Just stick them right there.
They're mine and Tristan's.
Okay. Yeah, I have copies in my purse if you want a copy of your own or whatever for your wallet. Do you have a wallet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 2 or 3.
Well, you could keep one in your wallet if you want. Okay. John, do you have a flathead screwdriver so I can change this disc out? Tanner, look over there and see if Daddy's got a flathead screw. Never mind, I found one.
What?
Now, if you use these, they have to go in a certain direction or they mess up real bad. Have to make sure it's tight or it'll fly off in your face. So I'm just running this over this wood real quick because just to make sure it's in the right direction and make sure that it doesn't have any goop on it. I need to flip it around. It's not in the right direction. Did Tristan make it home yet?
He'll be home probably later, he said.
Because of Raider practice?
No, he's spending time with Landon.
Oh. Oh, hanging out with friends. Okay.
I don't know what they were doing, but
Well, I don't. Just as long as he's chilling with friends.
we could sit him through.
Oh, I hope I flipped that around the right direction. What? What is it? Okay, hang on.
Let's open it. I just feel like having it at once.
Okay. You gotta go over there and do this. Come on, let's go do this.
It's first. Hey!
Mommy.
No, I'm doing it. I want to do it. You go back over. That's my hand.
Hey, your hands are cold.
Where's my hand?
You need to wear a jacket.
What are you doing?
Polishing this.
My teeth?
Yeah.
What color is it?
It's all colors.
It's so colors.
It's a white diamond.
Oh. Like in the middle?
Uh-huh.
And what's that?
There you go. All right. Now, if you buy this, you'll get a polishing cloth and a really nice red leather case to go with it. So I'm just going to run this, over it to get any excess polish because these wheels have oxy something in it, and it polishes it. So I can't think of the word, but whenever I do, I'll add it into the description below. So I'll make the ring. We're gonna make a ring too, with either a black diamond or a peach diamond. And I want to make myself a ring too, but I'm gonna wait until I get all this made and sold before I do that. I just have this, and then the diamond ring that they could go together like as a pair or something. Whoops. Where'd that flashlight go? So I'll resolder this. It didn't get all the way soldered because I ran out of fluid. Jeez. It'll be alright. It should be fine. Lots of jewelry is made like this. I'll probably solder it and repolish it off camera because we already learned how to do that. So I'm going to bend this a few times just to make sure that it gets work hardened enough to stay put. Because whenever you solder things like metal, and if you put it in cold water, it will soften. But if you put it in warm water and let it cool slowly, then it hardens up. Or like if you let it lay on the soldering block, it'll if you let it lay on the soldering block, then it'll cool and it'll be a hard metal. But during the polishing process, usually it will work harden the metal. Anytime you're working with the metal, it work hardens it so that it's a firm metal instead of a soft metal. This heat makes it soft. All right, so this can be engraved or anything. It can be engraved or anything. It is a white diamond. It is $28,000 and $28,030.80. And then I put a 14 karat gold jump ring on there. And anyways, I'll do this one, polish it, and solder this together, and it goes with this chain. But you can get a different chain if you want, if you don't like this chain, or like a manly leather or something. I like this chain; it's pretty cool. And then we'll get a pure silver stamp on it, but I have to put it in the white stuff in order to protect the stone while I stamp it. So I'll do that next, and then I'll finish polishing it. Anyway, so we have this white diamond, natural white diamond. It's 0.5 carats. It's 3 millimeters by 3 millimeters, or 3.2 millimeters by 3 millimeters. And then I'm going to do a necklace, or a ring, and it's going to be like a Western style ring. And then I'll put either a black diamond or a red diamond, possibly a peach one. I have one white one left, but it's more gray than white. So I'll probably go with the red one. These are really pretty. Okay. Thank you guys for coming and watching my show today and learning how to make this pretty white diamond necklace. So I'm going to get off here and get to work soldering the jump ring back together and then finish polishing it. So now we know how to flush set a diamond. It just does it on its own. So it is completely down in there. Make the hole has to be just a little bit. So say like you have a stone that is 3.2 millimeters wide. So you want to do it at 3 millimeters wide and then push your stone down in there. And then you can also run this around, like one of these around the edges. Hang on, let me make sure this don't have no dust because it has to be like super smooth tip. So this is a gray agate. And all it does is make sure that metal is pushed down all around the stone. I believe it is. It kind of looks like the moon now. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like a almost manly one. But it's like unisex, I guess. I really like that now. I'm going to repolish it. I'll probably this has got a chip in it, I think. So I'll repolish it and then I will take photos and put it up on my Etsy for sale. Or if you want to buy it, you can contact me via Messenger or something like that. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.